Hello, Math A students. I'd like to help you get started in MyMathLab if you've never used it before. So this beginning video is going to be for those who have never used MyMathLab before. So I first want you to look at the address that I have in my address bar of my web browser. You can use any browser you like. I find that MyMathLab seems to work the best in Firefox or Chrome, but it will work in any browser. So this address here is www.pearsonmylabandmastering.com/North America/, and you shouldn't ever have to type this again once you have been registered in the course, and you can make a link on your web browser so you can just go directly to MyMathLab. I have one right here, MML. So if you're brand new to MyMathLab, here's where you're going to register. So you start here where it says student. So you're going to click on student, and it shows you right here what you need. An email address that you're going to check often because I send lots of emails. The course ID for the class, your access code, or a credit card. So if you buy the bundle from the bookstore, you have a cardboard pocket that has an access code inside of it. Once you open that cardboard, you cannot return that to the bookstore. They consider it used and you can't return it. So if you think you might need to return it for whatever reason, it will be better if you buy access to MyMathLab directly from the Pearson company with a credit card during this process. Or just get the 14 days free access to begin with until you're sure you're going to be able to keep up with the class and stay in it. So you're going to register now at this green button. Okay, register now. So the course has an ID and it's Hill, so Hill, H-I-L-L, and then it's a 5-digit number that's specific to this course. So it's 10677. So once you enter in that course ID, Hill 10677, and click continue, then you should check and make sure this is the correct course. So this is my course, Summer 16 Math A. This is the CRN, that's Sierra College's number for keeping track of the course. And then Hill 10677 is the course ID. Taught by me, Debbie Hill. The course actually ends in August, but I always put a later end date because I allow you to keep working until the Saturday after the course ends. So if you're not seeing the right course, then here's where you need to go back and enter a different course ID. Okay, so if you don't already have an account, then you're going to create one. If you're not sure if you have an account, check, because it really will help things if you use your same username and password. So if you already have a Pearson account, please use your existing username and password. If you have paid for Math A before, you won't have to pay for Math A again. But if you have used MyMathLab for a different course, you will have to pay for Math A. So if you're brand new to Pearson, you're going to click Create. This is creating a profile for you. So put in an email address that you are going to check often. If you don't check your Sierra College student email address often, don't put that one here. Then your username you choose. Please keep track of it. I can see your username, but I can't see your password. So if you lose your password, you're going to have to go through tech support to retrieve it, which is a giant pain. So please keep track of your username and password, and then you re-enter your password just to verify that it's correct. Now, when you type in your first name and last name, please capitalize the first letter and not the rest of the letters. This has to do with the way MyMathLab alphabetizes. It does it differently if it's all caps or if it's all lowercase. So it will work better for me if you do it that way, but it's fine any way you do it. So when you're putting your name in, type carefully. It's practically impossible to change your name in MyMathLab, and then you and I will have to look at it mistyped for 8 weeks. So please type really carefully and double check and make sure you've put your name in correctly. The email address can be changed later. That's easy to do, but you can't change your name on your account easily. So then you're going to put a security question and security answer, and then this is an agreement between you and the Pearson company that produces the MyMathLab software. So you can read all this if you like legal language. So then you're going to accept the license agreement and create an account. So when you go to create an account, all it's doing is creating an account for you, and then you're still going to have to go to the registration page once you have an account created, and you're going to go to this sign in page and put your username and your password, and then you sign in. And if you don't know how to make a link on your browser, you click on this little lock and drag it down to the links bar, and then here is a link now that will just take you directly to this site. I'm going to delete it since I already have one here that I've renamed MML for MyMathLab. So then when you sign in, you should see the courses that are available for you. I have some other courses that I've taught or am teaching, so I have more showing here. If you have other courses you've taken, they might be showing here, but this is the one that you want. Summer 2016, so Summer 16, Math A, CRN 61017, that's the Sierra College course number, and then Hill 10677, that's the Pearson MyMathLab course ID identifier. So once you click on that, then that's going to take you into MyMathLab, and you'll see the home page. So always when you open MyMathLab, you'll see the home page, and there's some features of the home page that I want to point out. First of all, when you first come to MyMathLab, or whenever you work on a different computer, make sure you run the browser check to make sure you can see all of the course materials, the textbook and the videos and the PowerPoint and the animations. So this browser check will automatically check to make sure you have the latest version of Adobe Reader and Flash Player and all the different plugins that you need to make the software work properly. And then if you want to learn how to enter answers with math notation, you can click on this blue link. This Pearson Tutor Services costs money, so please don't use this. Please go to Canvas and use the free tutor.com service that's available to you. You get 8 hours of free online tutoring through tutor.com. It's 24/7 and it's a live person, so I highly recommend it. So then there's a greeting from me down here. You can read if you like. And then one of the most important things that I want to show you is your overall score right here. My results overall score. So I haven't done any work yet, so I have 0%. At any time when you log in, look here and see what your score is. So all during the class, you can always see what your score is. The next thing I want to point out is this calendar ribbon across the top. So see how it says Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and it has the dates, the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. Well, there's nothing due this week because the class hasn't actually started yet. But if you use the right arrow, it scrolls to the following week, and then you can see what is due. So if it's a blue circle, it's a homework assignment that's due. If it's a gold square, it's a quiz that's due. There are 2 kinds of quizzes. The mini quizzes, which are meant to be taken right after each homework assignment, and they're brief and they're just a check for your understanding for you and me to make sure you have mastered the concept in that section. But then on Friday, you will see that there's a numbered quiz. So quiz number 1 is a bigger quiz. It's worth 10 times as much as a mini quiz. So there are 14 numbered quizzes, 2 each week. I gave you a break on the first week and there isn't one on Monday, but every other week there's one on Monday and Friday. But you can see them coming if you check this calendar ribbon. Students tell me that this online class works the best if you log in pretty much every day. Then you won't miss any deadlines. So here you have what's due next. It says 6 days and 6 hours until the next homework assignment is due. And then you can see what's coming up. So you can see that on June 13th, there's a little orientation assignment that's really just to help you figure out how to enter answers into MyMathLab and get used to the software. Then on June 14th, though, Tuesday, there is a homework assignment due and a mini quiz due. And in fact, if you view all of your assignments, you'll see everything is starting to be due right away the first week. There is no slowly getting started in a summer math class. We have got to run from day one to get everything done. So this is an important page because this is your homework and quizzes. So you can get to this page 3 different ways. I just showed you one way from the home page. If you click Do Homework, it will go to this page and only show you the homework assignments. But if you click Show All, you'll see all of the assignments in sequence. And then if you click Take a Quiz, again, it takes you to the same page, but it's filtered. It's only showing the quizzes. But again, if you click Show All, you can see all of the assignments in sequence. So far, I've only put the first 2 weeks of assignments in there. The rest are made, but they're not assigned yet. It would look pretty overwhelming if you could see everything at once. So I've just got the first 2 weeks assignments in here, and even at that, you can see it's a lot of assignments. So here's some things that I want to show you about the course. So let's go back to the home page. So keep track of this calendar ribbon. You can go backwards in the calendar. Those are all the things I put in last week. And you can go forward on the calendar and see the due dates. And you can see that there's a pattern to it. That there's pretty much homework and mini quizzes due every day, and then numbered quizzes due Mondays and Fridays. So I'm going to make another video to go into more detail because I can only make a 15-minute video and I don't want to stop at an awkward spot. So this is going to be Introduction to MyMathLab. We'll call it video 1, and then I'll be making additional videos to help you get started. Let's get going and start learning.